Well, good morning. Going to start doing the insulation for the floor, so it's going to be an interesting day. But took out all the weights that were sitting on the top. But what's quite interesting is have a look at this. Hopefully it comes up on camera. The condensation on the weights that I was using, that was sitting in the van. So I've lined up all the weights outside to dry off. But it was funny how that inside the van, it was bone dry, but overnight the condensation formed on all the weights. So it's obviously attracted to the rawness of the wrought iron, I assume. So yeah, interesting thing to note. Just cut the first piece out. I cannot stress enough that the squarer you can get your holes that you're going to put your Celotex in onto the floor, the easier this task is going to be, because otherwise you can have lots of weird of cuts that you're going to have to make. But anyway, there you go. So that's the first one cut. Straight into the hole. So really snug fit. So pleased with that. Now just need to crack on with all the others. So it's going to be a long day. Okay, what I've done, boys and girls, is all of these are actually numbered. Don't know if you can see them. So measured it all up, then numbered them all, and numbered all the slots in the van. So walk this way. So this is 31, for example. 14. And 23. No, it's 28. 23 is down the bottom, so I'll leave that one for later. Yeah, so there you go. Still a few to do, but getting there. Haven't filmed it all, because I'm sure you don't want to watch me cutting, spend the whole afternoon cutting up foam board or insulation board. But numbered it all, measured it all as it was raining, then went inside to cut the boards up and bring them out. So only a few left to do. Whoop whoop. Well, it's a beautiful evening, been hard at it, and here we have an insulated floor, apart from near the wheel arches, haha. So I left some gaps so that they wouldn't squeak. Got to put the aluminium tape down next. Once I've sorted out, I've got 4 little custom bits I need to cut to fit around the wheel arches, and that's the floor done. Just to cover off how I actually did the floor, what I did is I numbered all the sections that I had to cut insulation for. So all the numbers running down there, measured each one to get the dimensions, then cut the Celotex according to the dimensions and cutting it just reasonably accurately. So it didn't have any failures, so that was a good result. But yeah, it just took ages. So, and this is when I squared it up, and still most of the dimensions are all over the place. So ideally, if you want to save yourself a lot of time, if you can plan it so you can make sure when you put the beams in that all the dimensions are really square, it means when you come to cut the Celotex, you save yourself a lot of time. So I went through 2 boards. This is the 3rd board, and as you can see from the 3rd board, we've only taken a couple of sections off, and I've got all of that scrap left. So that's not too bad. So all of that scrap should fill the last 4 sections around the wheel arches, and all of that I bought for the floor is left over. So that's a 2.4 by 1.2 Celotex board. So yeah, not bad. It's certainly used a lot less than I thought it was going to. And it definitely pays to have a set square, metal ruler, and another metal right angle. Saved a lot of time. But yeah, long day. Been at it. So yeah, enjoy. Well, here we are. Got all the insulation in. Put the original floor back in at the back and just lifted up the front piece. Used it as a template so we could mark where the holes are in the floor and drill them out, and put aluminium tape around the holes to stop everything fraying. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one under that board. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 6 for the front panel. And then what that will do, that will clamp down the floor when I put the original floor back on. But what I need to do is get some longer bolts to fit into the holes, because obviously the floor is now 25mm thicker, and the original bolts will not reach to anchor the floor down. So yeah, good job. You can certainly tell the difference when you're inside. It's a lot more acoustically dampened, which is pretty cool. Very nice. Very pleased with it. So I've done the front section. Next section is to do the back. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 each side. So there's 8 clamp points that we need to cover when doing the back. Well, the sun's out, so I just wanted to show you the last part of the finished floor from the insulation. And here you have it. So I've put the floor back down, but if you look round, you can see where I've taped up around the holes where we've drilled through. And everything lines up nicely. So yeah, pleased with that. It's one job down. And I will say you certainly do notice the difference in the sound. I do have the sound deadening done in the van. I'll try and close the door and see if you can hear the acoustic difference. If you can hear the difference. So when I'm in here, it sounds like a lot more of a peaceful place to be. It's all gone dark. Hold up. Van lights still work. So yeah, that roughly took probably about best part, realistically, of about two days without going totally mad. It was one long day and one short day really to get this done. So overall not too bad. Next thing we just need to, well, as I've already said, wait for the bolts to arrive so I can start pinning down the floor. Oh, there you go then. Finished for the day. Come in, having a beer. Vocation if you've never tried it, lush stuff. Brewdog and a bit of chili. with some poppadoms. So good end to the day, good result getting all the insulation down. And I hope you've enjoyed the journey with me. Just need to finish it off tomorrow. And yeah, so I'm going to sit back and enjoy my beer. Have a good evening all.